ফুল হয় না কেন? আমি আগে তুমি একটা লিখছি ফুল ছাত্র স্কুল আসছে স্যার, ছাত্র স্কুল আসবে
দেখে আসছি
first class can some other phase, but today I can find them. I don't know why they're absent.
The first class sir আমি একটা ফোন করছিলাম আপনাকে।
Okay.
আইএসও করছিলাম। সেদিন আসলে মানে খুব সম্ভবত আমি জানতাম যে একজন
তহিদুল ভাই বলে লাগে
চুরি না
তুমি just he gave me he attended the class.
আসলে এখন প্রোগ্রাম হয়নি।
So no problem, let's start the class. So our course name is consumer behavior. The course code is MKT 72030414. So today is our first chapter, that is consumer behavior, outset, and integration. Lecture details. I am Tashviq. I am your course instructor for this course. This is my first semester over here. I joined as part-time lecturer over here. So mainly I am a businessman. So I have an organization named Bangladeshi Mental Health Service. I work with mental health in Bangladesh. And also I have a school in Uttura, Haque International School. It's an Islamic English medium school. Also I am part of a vending machine company. That is, the name is Vending Limited. So let's start with you. What's your name?
My name is Rubin. I am working in the corporate sales department. One of my
So our chapter is the first chapter. It is consumer behavior, concept, and implication. So as you can see, the course name is consumer behavior. So what do you understand by the word consumer behavior? Keep on mind, what is the meaning of consumer behavior?
pattern of consumer while buying product or getting reviews or any product কেনাকাটা কনজিউমার হিসেবে তার বিভিন্ন ধরনের বিহেভিয়ার প্যাটার্ন।
Okay. দেখা যায় or you can see from here. If you want, you can come in this side. So as you do now, so expecting some other students will join, right? Yeah. So we have few ground rules over here. This is the ground rule for every class. We have to avoid distractions. People distract for us. We have to avoid multitasking. Multitasking, as you are in the class, it's better to concentrate on the class. Multitasking, I don't see anything. Respect each other. Don't use any slang in the class with your fellow colleagues. Active participation. So icebreaker. What do you understand by the word icebreaker?
very big communication শুরুটা।
If I say in pure Bangla, it's like বরফটা ভাঙা।
No, yeah, that's
basically এখানে নাম
আপনি এই যে এই জিনিসটা এটা আপনার ব্যাংকের সাথে একটু অ্যাটাচ করুন, ঠিক আছে।
the icebreaker means বাংলায় বললে বরফটাকে গলানো এটা basically the problem is with this এখান থেকে আমি মুভমেন্ট করছি now I think there will be no problem okay so icebreaker is like melting the ice into pieces so for ice breaking I have 3 questions for 2 of you so I'll start with you. What's one thing that always brings a smile to your face no matter how tough your day has been? You understand the question? So what is that thing which brings smile to your face no matter how tough?
I see a picture of my niece.
Okay, that's good. What's one small step you have taken recently to prioritize your mental well-being? You can say anything you want.
Avoid social media, especially Facebook Reels and YouTube Reels.
Okay. Then what's one thing you are grateful for today?
Yes, I'm here. Alive.
Okay, that means you are alive. So you are grateful for that.
Yes.
That you are able to see from outside. So next is you. What's one thing that always brings a smile to your face, no matter how tough your day has been? First, you understand the question, right? No matter how tough your day has been, what's one thing when you see it brings smile to your face? আমার চেহারা হতে পারে ওয়াইফের চেহারা হতে পারে ফ্রেন্ডের চেহারা হতে পারে নানির চেহারা হতে পারে দাদাদের চেহারা হতে পারে চেহারা তো অভাব নেই কুকুর হতে পারে বিড়াল হতে পারে ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এ পেট ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এ বার্ড এজ ইউর পেট ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এ ডগ ইফ ইউ হ্যাভ এ ক্যাট
Jen, hasta el último día.
তোমার ভালো লাগে না you didn't understand the question what I mean is no matter how tough your day has been, what's one thing when you see it brings a smile to your face at the end of the day? You feel good. Good. What's one small step you have taken recently to prioritize your mental well-being? মানসিক স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তা করে আপনি রিসেন্টলি কোন একটা স্টেপ নিয়েছেন আপনার মানসিক স্বাস্থ্য ভালো থাকে ব্যায়াম করা হতে পারে it can be exercise it can be meditation it can be sleeping early it can be listening to music it can be doing jogging at outside anything it can be anything. Next question is what's one thing you are grateful for today? Ask it in a simple way of English or not? Before. So learning objective. আমাদের প্রথম চ্যাপ্টারে learning objective is we want to learn few things. What is consumer behavior? Types of consumer behavior. What is consumer decision making process? Stages of consumer decision making process, types of consumer decision making, understanding market segmentation and types of market segmentation, the idea of consumer behavior in marketing, what influences consumer behavior, what factors influence consumer behavior while purchasing, and 5 concepts of consumer behavior. Let's start with number 1. What is consumer behavior? So you don't need to write this up. I will be giving the PDF to you. What you need to do is you need to form a group. In WhatsApp, you form a group, add all the students, I will give the PDF. So what is consumer behavior? Consumer behavior is the actions and decision that people or household make when they take decision to buy something. That is consumer behavior. In other way, consumer behavior is the action and decision that people or households make when they choose, buy, utilize the product and dispose of a product or service that they will think will be beneficial for them or they feel will satisfy their needs. Consumer behavior is the actions and decisions that people or households make when they choose, buy, use, and dispose of a product or service that they expect will satisfy their needs. So many psychological, sociological, and cultural elements play a role in how consumers engage with the market. So it's a multi-stage process that involves firstly identifying the problem, collecting the data, exploring the options, making the decision to buy something, and after that evaluate the experience afterward. That means after when you take the decision to buy, firstly you identify the problem. Suppose I don't have a mobile, so my problem is I don't have a mobile. So this is my firstly I identified the problem that I don't have mobile. Then I will be collecting data. That these are the available options like Nokia, Samsung, Panasonic, iPhone. So then after collecting the data, then I will be doing what? Exploring the options. Explore the options like Nokia. Suppose Nokia is 12,000 taka. Nokia is 12,000 taka, Samsung is 14,000 taka, LG is 18,000 taka. Then I will do the comparison, which one is better in terms of battery or better in terms of quality. Then I will make the decision to buy. I will buy the phone. And then afterwards I will be evaluating the experience afterward. How the experience I have with the product after buying the product. So we just started now. So we started with the slide, what is consumer behavior? So as you can see, consumer behavior is the action, decision that people or household make when they choose, buy, use and dispose of a product or service that they expect will satisfy their needs. মানে আমার নিডটা পুরো করতে পারবে এটা চিন্তা করে একটা কাস্টমার যখন বলছি সার্ভিস। So the term consumer behavior describes two different kinds of consuming entities. These are personal consumer, organizational consumer. Personal consumer কোনটা? Personal consumer is the personal consumer buys goods and service for themselves. This is me. When I buy a shoe, when I buy a toothbrush, when I buy a bottle of water, then I buy it for myself. Or if I even gift it to someone, that is also for the specific person. So this is a personal consumer. Personally you are consuming with him. Suppose he is giving you the bottle of water. That means it's for personal. As a personal consumer, you will be having that product. So next is organizational consumer. It includes profit, non-profit agencies. That means any kind of organization who buy products, equipment and service in order to run their organization. So basically whatever an organization buy, they buy it for the organization. It's not for them. It's not for the personal thing. It's for the organization. That means everyone at the organization will have the chance to use the product. So what are the types of consumer behavior? So there are 4 types of consumer behavior. That means when consumers behave, they have 4 types of behavior that they do. One is complex buying behavior. This type of behavior involves when they buy an expensive product. That means suppose someone is buying a car. So this is not a thing that suppose someone is buying a flat. This is not a thing that every day someone will buy a car, right? You can buy sunglasses every day. Please come. So you can buy sunglasses every day, or you can buy flat every day. So this type of behavior occurs when consumers are buying expensive, rarely purchased items. Suppose example, purchasing a house or car. Then dissonance reducing buying behavior. This type of behavior occurs when a consumer is highly involved in purchasing of an item. which means person is highly involved with the buying of the product. That means he or she does the research of the product every day, or he or she does have the idea of the product. But they have hard time pinpointing the difference between various brands, like which one is good and which one is bad. They have hard time finding that. So, for example, if someone wants to purchase a flat screen TV and each model they are looking at has the same screen resolution, they may feel a strong sense of conflict or tension. You got the point? Mr. Person? Mr. Person? English English? So this dissonance reducing buying behavior is this type of behavior occurs when a consumer is highly involved in purchasing an item, but they have hard time pinpointing the difference between various brands. For example, if someone wants to purchase a flat screen TV and each model they are looking at has the same screen resolution. Suppose someone is buying a TV, but the resolution is all the same of the TV. Suppose Panasonic has, the screen resolution Panasonic has same resolution and Walton does have. So now he is having a hard time that which product he will buy. So he does have idea about TV, but he is having a hard time in order to select which product he or she will buy. So that is why it is dissonance reducing buying behavior. Next, habitual buying behavior. Habitual buying behavior happens when consumer purchase something on a regular basis, but they are not emotionally attached with the product. Suppose you buy egg every day, you buy milk every day, you buy tea every day, but you take gas every day. Suppose if you use gas in your house, you use almost 2 weeks after or 1 week to use. So eggs. So when you buy eggs, do you prefer branding like you buy this brand egg? Or when you buy gas, do you prefer that I will buy that brand? So this is a habitual buying behavior. You know you will buy it, so you don't have any preference regarding that. That means you don't give that much importance to that product, but you know you will use that forever. So when you buy a brush, do you think the brand like I have to use that brand? So variety seeking behavior. This type of behavior happens when consumers are not deeply involved in the purchase decision but seek variety or uniqueness in their purchase. This type of event occurs when someone is buying, suppose tea. Normally you buy lemon tea. So now you think you want masala tea. So that means you want a variety in the product. So example you can see flavors of tea or coffee. Other examples may include buyers opting for a new brand of body spray or a new type of hair styling product. So you seek for variety sometimes. So what is consumer decision making process? So consumer decision making process is not like consumer think and buy. It has a system. Consumer decision making process involves a journey. So as you can see, the consumer decision making process involves a multi-step journey through which potential customers identify a need, research on the solution, then compare alternatives, move forward with the purchase, and then reflect on the decision. বুঝতে পারছেন? So what do you understand? What do you understand?
একটা ফোন দরকার, তো কয়েকটা মানে এটা হচ্ছে ডিসিশন মেকিং প্রসেসটা যেটা ফাইনালি আমি কোন ফোনটা নেব। সে ফর এক্সাম্পল আমি কি আইফোন নিব না,
It is basically firstly you will have to identify the problem.
যেটা করতে হয় আমি কয়েকটা স্টেপ যাইতে হবে। প্রথমটা হচ্ছে আমার অ্যাকচুয়ালি দরকার নেই,
Identify the problem.
রাইট। তো আমার যেহেতু দরকার একটা ফোন, সো আই উইল রিসার্চ আমার কোন ফোনটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমার লাগবে। তো আমার দরকার হচ্ছে গেমিং এর, সো আমি হাই এন্ড ফোন বা আমার মাল্টিটাস্কিং এর জন্য দরকার গেমিং দরকার, আমি ওরকম কিছু একটা খুঁজবো। আমি অপশনগুলো পেয়ে গেলাম চোখের সামনে, দেন আই উইল কম্পেয়ার, আচ্ছা এটা সেম প্রাইসিং কাছাকাছি বাট আমাকে বেশি কি দিচ্ছে, দেন কোনো একটা আমাকে বায়াস করবে, আচ্ছা তাহলে আমার জন্য এটা বেটার, দেন আমি কিনে ফেলবো জিনিসটা।
কেনার পরে যেতে হবে when you move forward with the purchase, after that you reflect on the decision. So reflect means after you buy the product, suppose you buy the Panasonic mobile, so That means after you buy, you will use that. So after like 1 or 2 months, you will think that you're gonna refer it to me or not. When you refer, when you get a good service from the product, you will refer me. Otherwise, you will not refer. So you will think that it was a bad consumer experience for you. It was a bad consumer decision making process. So while consumers generally follow the stages in this order, remember that consumer decision making process is dynamic and vary for each individual. This means you have to constantly adapt to your customers' evolving preferences and feedback cycles. So, stages of consumer decision making process. The stages in the consumer decision making process can be summarized into 5 key steps, which play an important role. First one is need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, post-purchase behavior. So, need recognition. This is when a consumer becomes aware of a need or desire. This recognition can be prompted by internal triggers like hunger, discomfort. When you feel you need a mobile, that means you feel discomfort. That is why you think you need a mobile. Or external stimuli, like suppose you saw advertisement of Shahrukh Khan holding a Panasonic phone, like it's very good. So at that time it came to your mind that if I have the Panasonic phone. Information search, read by their new discovered need, customers start to look for more information. Information search. Evaluation of alternatives. Becoming increasingly knowledgeable on the subject area, customers start to compare the different options available. When they get to know about different mobile phones, they get idea of different phones. That means they get a bit of experience. So now they understand there is a few options available and they know the options. After that, they buy the phone, they purchase the phone. This is the purchase decision. Post-purchase evaluation. After buying, customers contemplate whether the purchase was worth it, which I was telling you. After buying, customers contemplate whether the purchase was worth it, whether to recommend it to others, and if they want to buy from you again. If you are getting good, if you are happy with the users, that means you can buy again after 1 year or 2 years. Because in 2024, suppose they have 25 megapixel camera, 26 they can have 50 megapixel camera. 2024 they have 4000 mAh battery. 2026 they can have 8000 mAh battery. That means they will also improve, and you will also need the improved mobile. So types of consumer decision making. The following are the type of decision making methods. There are different types of consumer decision making process. First is extensive problem solving. So forget the theory. First, extensive problem. As you said, you need a mobile. So you have no idea about suppose you don't have any idea about the brands and mobile. So you can do evaluation. You don't have, as you can do evaluation, you can seek for alternative or best option. Which one is good, which one is bad. If you have idea, then you can do evaluation. This is good, this is bad. So extensive problem solving is in extensive decision making, the consumers have no established or set criteria for evaluating a product in a particular category. Here the consumers have not narrowed the number of brands from which they would like to consider, and so their decision making efforts classified as extensive problem solving. That means they have no idea. In this particular set of problem solving phase, the consumer needs a lot of information to set a criteria on the basis a specific brand can be judged. Do you understand?
আমি বুঝতে পারছি
আপনারা বুঝতে পারছেন?
মোটামুটি
আপনি প্রথমে 2-3টা স্লাইড হয়েছে মনে হয়, আপনি বুঝতে পারছেন? আপনি then limited problem solving. In limited problem solving, the consumers already set a basic criteria. Already they know the basic criteria, what they want. what they need. Or standard for evaluating a product. Like I set a bar that I need a phone which has 5 megapixel camera. So I do the comparison on that. So now the 2 megapixel camera I will not consider. I only consider 5 megapixel camera. So, however, they have not fully set the established preference. But it's not like that they know everything about the product. They set basic preferences for the evaluation. So they search for additional information to discriminate among other products or brand. So they search for additional information, that means throughout detailed information by which if they choose initially 4 brands, from that they will delete 3 brands and they will select 1 brand. So in limited problem solving, you do have some basic idea about the product and for evaluation. Then routine response behavior. Routine response behavior is the behavior what we do in your day-to-day life, which means routine response behavior is getting routine response behavior. Consumers have experience with the product. Consumers have already have the experience of using the product. They know the product. Suppose water. I know about the water. It's good or it's bad. The taste I know. But I sometimes seek for information from others, like in the shops, like what other brands are available in the market. Suppose this is Sun. I do research on MAP, I do research on SPA. Like why I do the research? Suppose this is 15 taka bottle, which is 200 ml. Suppose SPA is giving 12 taka per bottle, same 200 ml. Then what I can do? I can change the brand. So this is routine response behavior is like checking the thing to understand. Then market segmentation. Market segmentation, what you understand?
Categorize করা।
আপনি কিন্তু মার্কেটের ক্যাটাগরিতে মার্কেট কথা মানে মার্কেট কথা মানে
যেখানে তো স্যার প্রোডাক্ট অ্যাভেলেবল সেখানে তো সেটা তো মার্কেট স্যার।
ইয়েস। গ্রুপ বানায় ওই গ্রুপে এই 6 জনকে আজকে যে 5 জন আসছেন তাদেরকে অ্যাড করেন, বাকিদেরকেও যদি চিনেন অ্যাড করেন। আপনারা যে 5 জন প্রেজেন্ট আছেন তাদের নামটা লিখে দেন এই গ্রুপে, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে।
আপনি কি সব করে স্যার?
হ্যাঁ, আমার কথা বলে দিচ্ছি। practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups. কি বুঝবেন? Market segmentation is the practice of dividing your target market into approachable groups, which means market segmentation creates subsets of market based on demographics, need, priorities, common interests, and other psychographic or behavioral criteria used to better understand the target audience. That means target audience can classify. So types of market segmentation. There are 4 types of primary types of market segmentation, which include the following: geographic segmentation works by grouping potential customers by the areas in which they live or reside. Suppose if I think about Bonani, so what I'm doing is এখানে Bonani 11, Bonani 17, Bonani 13, Bonani 20, Bonani 25. So Bonani geographic ধরে geographical point of view থেকে Bonani কে আমি ধরে আমি segment করছি. That is geographic. Demographic segmentation works by grouping potential customer by their individual attributes both such as age, religion, ethnicity, education, job title, industry in which he works or she works, marital status and income. So ekhane example can be single man, married couple with 2 or more children, woman with an annual income above $65,000. So demographic segmentation works by grouping potential customers by their individual age, such as age. I can set the age 20 to 25 age. So I can set customers from 20 to 25 age in Bonani area. Education, I'm looking for graduates in Bonani. So based on the 20 to 25 age and graduates at Bonani. Behavioral segmentation works by grouping potential customers based on observed action and behavior. It is behavior. It can include the past purchase history, lifestyle choices, travel history, and daily routine. So, example can be people who purchased a new home in past 12 months, people who take more than 10 flights per year. So, 20 থেকে 25 বছরের বাচ্চা লোকজন যারা আছে তাদের আমি দেখতেছি যে তারা বিগত 12 মাসের মধ্যে কয়জন নতুন বাড়ি কিনেছে, কয়জন 10 থেকে 12 বার বিদেশে গেছে। সো এইভাবে আমি ক্যাটাগরাইজ করতেছি বিহেভিয়ারাল সেগমেন্টে বেসড অন তাদের অ্যাকশনস আর বিহেভিয়ার। যে একটা নতুন হোম কিনছে তার একটা অ্যাকশন, যে 10টা ফ্লাইট কিনছে এটা তার একটা অ্যাকশন। সো এখানে হোয়াট আই এম ডুইং ইজ গ্রুপিং পটেনশিয়াল কাস্টমার্স বেসড অন their observed actions and behaviors. বুঝতে পারছেন? তারপর psychographic segmentation works by grouping potential customers based on their beliefs, values, lifestyle, opinions and interests. Example, people interested in healthy eating and physical fitness. So psychographic segmentation works by grouping potential customers based on beliefs, values, opinions and interests. তাদের ভ্যালু বিলিফের উপর নির্ভর করে। সো পিপল হু ভোটেড ফর এ পার্টিকুলার ক্যান্ডিডেট ফর অফিস, এটা তার একটা বিলিফ। দ্য আইডিয়া অফ কনজিউমার বিহেভিয়ার ইন মার্কেটিং। Consumer behavior is important in marketing because it explains how consumers make decisions about what products to buy, when to buy them, and from whom to buy them. Here are some of examples of how consumer behavior affects marketing. How consumer behavior affects marketing. Consumer behavior is a marketing promotion. Segmentation. Consumer behavior research helps marketers behavioral segment markets. Marketers can modify their marketing message and strategies to better appeal to each demographic by recognizing their segment. So, এখানে marketer যেটা করতে পারে can modify their marketing message by demographic perspective থেকে এবং demographic perspective থেকে যখন সে পড়ছে, he or she can settle down in different perspective. Product design. Understanding consumer behavior can also aid in product development. So, when the producer or marketer who have the idea of the consumer behavior, consumer likes this, consumer likes that. So, what he will do, marketers can create products that better meet consumer needs and preference. যেটা consumer কিনবে, যেটা consumer পেলে খুশি হবে. And also by analyzing customer requirements and taste. So, এটা কিভাবে করবে? They will do by looking after consumer needs, preferences, also taste. Suppose in gym, at the gym, you guys know about electrohydrolite drink. What is electrohydrolite drink? Energy drink. মানে এটা আপনার ঘাম টাম এগুলি
মানে শরীরে যেটা বের করে নেয়
তখন আরো মানুষ জিম করতে পারে। এখন
এটা কি মানে এটা আমি জানি ইলেকট্রোলাইট, এটা কি পুরো নাম কি ইলেকট্রোহাইড্রোলাইট?
Electrohydrolite. So, if I know, so marketers can create products that better meet consumer needs and preference by analyzing customer requirements and taste. For gym, if I make electrohydrolite drink, if I do marketing in the gym, so when the gym people will see that if they have the electrohydrolite drink, it will help them in many ways. So, the people in the gym will buy the product and they will use it. Also, they will end up with customer satisfaction. Pricing strategies. Marketers can use consumer behavior data to determine the price points at which customers are willing to pay for a product. Suppose this market is 10 taka. So, if the marketer does have the idea, then market if I give it in 5 taka, then consumers will buy. So, marketers can use consumer behavior data. So, কিভাবে behavior data দেখবে? In different stationery shops, they are markers, right? So, if they go, they can understand that this type of marker they can create at 5 data. So, ওই আইডিয়াটা নিয়ে marketers can use consumer behavior data to determine the price points at which customers are willing to pay for a product. So, normally 5 টাকায় মানুষ মার্কেটটা কিনে, 4 টাকায় দিলে অটোমেটিক কিনবে। As well, the pricing strategies most likely to appeal each market segment. So, when they understand the pricing strategy, how much a customer is willing to pay for a product, based on that, if he gives it a lesser price, then automatically consumer will buy. Suppose you buy the market. Suppose the marker I am holding. If you go in the market, you find it in 10 taka. So normally you buy it in 10 taka. So if you get the same type of marker in 8 taka, you will buy it. But for you, is the brand important?
No.
So for you, the marker is important. So if you get the same marker at 8 taka, same blacks, is different. So marketers need to understand the pricing strategy and other competitors' pricing strategy. When they do effectively, they can bring good products at lesser price, which will attract the customers. Branding, consumer behavior. This is a খুব বিরক্তিকর। Consumer behavior research helps in the development of branding strategies. Marketers can create brand messages and strategies that resonate with consumers and build brand loyalty by understanding consumer attitudes and perceptions of brand. So, consumer behavior research helps in the development of branding strategy. Marketers can create brand message. Or pani somebody, pani mudhe likho pani jibo. So marketers can create brand messages and strategies that resonate with consumers. So when consumers see pani jibo, it will have the impact and build brand loyalty. Then also when they see the brand message, they will have a brand loyalty. And by understanding consumer attitude and perception of the brand, so we need to do branding, which will attract the consumer mind. So then they will have the product and the branding will be done. So what influences consumer behavior? এটার মানেটা কি? What do you understand by this?
মানে কাস্টমারের বিহেভিয়ারকে ভাগ করে কোন কোন জিনিসগুলো?
কি মনে হয় কি কি জিনিস কনজিউমারের বিহেভিয়ারকে ইনফ্লুয়েন্স করে?
ব্র্যান্ড ভ্যালু, তারপর হচ্ছে প্রাইস,
প্রথম হচ্ছে যে মার্কেটিং ক্যাম্পেইন। So what influences consumer behavior? Marketing campaigns. The most obvious and most important factor is marketing. And when the marketing is executed effectively and consistently while compelling the message, marketing tactics can prompt consumers to switch the brand even if the price is higher. If suppose they can buy fridge at 10,000 taka, but based on marketing and based on the thing, suppose normally 10,000 taka there is fridge in the market. So এখন when they give the same fridge at 12,000 taka, পাশে there is Shahrukh Khan. So it's part of marketing. So তখন শাহরুখ খান তাকে বলতে পারবে না, বাট শাহরুখ খানের সাথে তার যে কিছু করতে আছে
শাহরুখ খানের ভাষাটা ইউজ করে
এর মানে সো এইটাই মার্কেটিং ক্যাম্পেইনে যেটা হয়, ইভেন ইফ দ্য প্রাইস ইজ হায়ার, বাট মার্কেটিং ক্যাম্পেইনটা যদি এফেক্টিভলি হয় দেন তার প্রোডাক্টটা ঠিক। ফর এক্সাম্পল, ক্যাম্পেইন জেনারেটেড থ্রু ফেসবুক ক্যান সার্ভ অ্যাজ রিমাইন্ডার ফর রেগুলারলি পারচেজ প্রোডাক্ট অর সার্ভিস লাইক ইন্স্যুরেন্স। সো ইন্স্যুরেন্স টাইপের জিনিস যখন when you see regularly in your news feed or Facebook, you can get it. So insurance is part of my life, part of it. But when you will see it regularly in your news feed. Economic conditions. Economic conditions influence consumer behavior. When someone is having a good economic condition, he or she will not have problem in buying a product. He will automatically buy. But when he or she will buy expensive product like house or car, if the economic condition is not good, then he will not be able to buy. Evidently, positive economic conditions tend to strengthen consumer confidence and their willingness to make purchases regardless of their financial commitments. Personal preferences. So personal preference is my own personal perspective, what I like, what is my moral, what is my priority. So এখানে যেটা হয়, personal factors like preferences, priorities, morals and values play substantial role in shaping consumer behavior, particularly in industries such as fashion or food. ফ্যাশন এবং ফুডের ক্ষেত্রে যেটা হয়, পার্সোনাল প্রেফারেন্স আপনার প্রায়োরিটি থাকে, আপনি নিজে যেটা পছন্দ করেন, আপনার মোরাল যেটা চায়, আপনি অলওয়েজ কমফোর্টেবল একটা শার্ট, আপনাকে যদি বলে একটা আটকাটা শার্ট পরতে, ইউ উইল নট ফিল কমফোর্টেবল ইন ইট, রাইট? বাট হোয়াটএভার ইট ইজ, যত মার্কেটিংই হোক, স্টিল ইউ হ্যাভ পার্সোনাল প্রেফারেন্সেস। While advertisement can influence behavior to some extent, but consumers' choice are primarily guided by their personal preferences. So, personal preference, marketing can have an effect on me, but still at the end, our personal preference is the main. If I don't decide to buy, if I don't find that it will look good on me, and I don't prefer this product, I will not buy. So at the end of the day, my preference is to me most important. Advertisement is not. For example, if climate change activities are unlikely to start consuming fast fashion products, suppose example is vegans aren't going to buy medium rare steak. Suppose যারা সবজি খায়, সবজি ভুজি যারা, তারা কি হঠাৎ করে স্টেক খাবে? মানে এখানে কি মানে পার্সোনাল প্রেফারেন্স, ও সবজি খায়, ও ভেজিটেরিয়ান, মানে হঠাৎ করে তো স্টেক খাবে না। সো যত মার্কেটিং করা হোক, ওটার সাথে ইম্প্যাক্ট করবে না, রিগার্ডলেস অফ দ্য অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট এফোর্ট। যত অ্যাডভার্টাইজমেন্ট এফোর্ট দেওয়া হচ্ছে, একটা স্টেক কিনলে আরেকটা স্টেক মুরগি তোমার ফ্রি দিচ্ছে, ওখানে গ্রুপ ইনফ্লুয়েন্স। Peer pressure is a significant driver of consumer behavior. The opinions and actions of family members, classmates, neighbors, and communities can exert considerable influence on decision. So group influence, when your father is saying you something, when your cousin, your colleague is saying you something, it will have an influence on you. So group influence can have an influence on you. Based on that, you can choose a product. Suppose your father is telling you Samsung এর মোবাইলটা ভালো, সো এটা when it hits you in your head, you can take the decision. So sometimes group influences you have positive impact. Purchasing power, at the end of the day it is purchasing power. If I have the money in my hand, I can buy things. If I don't have money, I will not be able to buy whatever the price is. So finally our financial capacity is a key determinant of consumer behavior. Unless exceptionally wealthy, budget considerations often precede purchase decision. Even if a product is exceptional and the marketing compelling, lacking of the financial means to afford it can discourage a purchase. Suppose BMW audit ad release a product. No matter how fine the ad is, but for some people it's not possible to buy it. So no matter how good the ad is, but at the end of the day you need to have the purchasing power. Now suppose I have the ability to buy 6,000 টাকা 6,000 টাকা mobile. If I see advertisement of iPhone of 1 lakh টাকা 50,000 টাকা, then I will not be able to buy iPhone. So at the end of the day, if you want to have purchase thing, you need to have money. So sometimes consumer based on their purchasing power helps marketers identify eligible consumers and achieve more favorable outcomes. So what factors influence consumer behavior while purchasing? Consumer behavior is influenced by a variety of factors that can be grouped into several categories. প্রথমে psychological factor. এই পার্টটা বুঝতে পারছেন? What factors influence consumer behavior in purchase? কি বুঝছেন বল? কি হচ্ছে
পারচেজ করার সময় আমাদের তো বিহেভিয়ারটা আমাদের কি ইনফ্লুয়েন্স করে কিছুদিন ধরে আমাদের মোটিভেশন আমাদের এই জিনিস পারচেজ করতে প্রিপেয়ার করতে
So consumer behavior is influenced by a variety of factors that can be grouped into several categories. Psychological factor. Psychological factor under motivation, the internal drive that pushes customer to fulfill need. Motivation, that I want to have the product. So motivation is the main. If you have the motivation in yourself to get the product, then that was the product. Firstly, you have need to have the motivation. Perception. You need to have a good perception of the product. According to this marker, suppose your perception is wrong, negative about the marker, then you will never buy it. So your perception needs to be positive. At first, you need to have a positive perception of the product. Then it comes, you buy or not. Then learning. Previous experience with products or brands can shape future purchase decision. If you have previous decision of using the, then you call it a marker, or if you get to know from someone, then yes, I use this product, it's a good product. So learning experience, you get the learning experience, then you will buy the product. Attitudes and belief. Established feelings and opinions about products can heavily influence choice. Attitudes and belief. Established feelings. If you have established feelings and opinions about the product, then based on that, you buy the product. This will have an influence on you. Attitude and belief. If you have a positive attitude and belief regarding the product, it will have a positive impact on you and you consider it as positive when you buy the product. Social factors. Family preferences and influence can guide individual purchasing decision. Family preferences, family কথাবার্তা can have an impact on you while you purchase the product. Reference group, friends, colleagues, social networks can sway choices. তারা বলতে পারে। Social status. এখন সোশ্যাল স্ট্যাটাসের এখানে সাপোজ আমি যদি আজকে হঠাৎ করে একটা রিক্সা কিনতে চাই, আমার সোশ্যাল স্ট্যাটাস কিনতে যাবে না। সো সোশ্যাল স্ট্যাটাস হচ্ছে ডেজায়ার টু মেইনটেইন অর ইমপ্রুভ ওয়ান সোশ্যাল স্ট্যান্ডিং এন্ড ইনফ্লুয়েন্স প্রোডাক্ট সিলেকশন। সো এমন প্রোডাক্ট আমি সিলেক্ট করতে পারবো না যেটা আমার সাথে যায় না। কালচারাল ফ্যাক্টরস, কালচার, শেয়ার্ড ভ্যালুজ এন্ড বিলিফস অফ সোসাইটি শেপ কনজিউমার প্রেফারেন্স। সো কালচারটা একটা ম্যাটার করে। Subcultures, smaller groups within a culture, ethnic groups, age cohorts can have distinct buying habit. Social class, economic status can dictate access to product and influence purchasing behavior. Social class, our personal factors, age and life cycle. Different age group have varying needs and preferences. এখন আমি যদি সেরেলাক কিনতে যাই, খাইতেই পারি সেরেলাক, but it doesn't go with my age. So different age group have varying needs. Different age group has various needs. Based on that, Occupation, job type can affect purchasing habit, especially regarding clothing and technology. Occupation, suppose if I'm a working guy, so obviously when I buy a clothing, I buy formal clothes. আমি তো হাফ প্যান্ট পরে টি-শার্ট পরে তো অফিসে চলে যাব। So occupation is also a factor. Job type can affect purchasing habits, especially regarding clothing and technology. Economic situation, financial stability and income levels impact consumer spending. Again the same thing, economic condition. Environment factor, marketing mix, product price, place and promotion strategies can directly influence consumer choice. Product price, place, promotion strategies can directly influence consumer choice. Technological advances, innovation can change how consumers shop and the types of product available. Economic condition, overall economic climate including inflation and employment rates can affect consumer confidence and spending. So if economic climate is positive, if there is no inflation, also people are having jobs and employment rate is high, then consumer spending will be high. যখন আমার চাকরি আছে, যখন ইকোনমিক কন্ডিশন ভালো, তখন আমি পারচেজ করতেই পারি, পকেটে টাকা থাকলে পারচেজ করতেই পারি। যদি আমি হই বেকার, যদি দেশে চলে ইনফ্লেশন, situational factors, purchase occasion, specific events or need, holiday gifts. Suppose you are going to a holiday, এখন আপনি যখন you are going to a holiday, you will buy trousers or suppose আপনি ট্রেকিং করতে গেলে ট্রেকিং এর জিনিসপত্র কিনে না, ট্রেকিং এর সাপোজ so situation factor, based on situation you do purchase. Time constraint, urgency can affect decision making and lead to impulse buying. Time constraint can have an impact on your buying decision. Physical environments, suppose when you go to a store, suppose you go to RO, so you see the store layout, ambience and location can influence shopping experience. যখন you see a very good shop store, মানে চাকচিক্য lighting and all, you feel যে I can buy things from here. But it gives the impression about the store, the store layout, ambience, সুন্দর লোকজন আছে, you feel that I can buy from here. So last one is 5 concepts in consumer behavior. So consumer behavior is a vast concept which is both complicated and easy at the same time. It last slide আমাদের এটা খুব important slide. Consumer behavior is just another unpredictable thing, but a little effort to understand actually is the process. এই এখন যে জিনিসটা আপনি করবেন এটা আপনারা নরমালি আপনাদের সাথে চেষ্টা করেন। So here are some of the concepts which I am sharing to you. Loss aversion theory. Suppose আপনি অনলাইন দেখলেন বা টিভিতে দেখলেন, hurry, the sales end within 1 hour. Hurry, the sale end within 1 hour. So when we read this kind of urgency, it's created in your mind. When we read this is the kind of urgency is created in your mind, and we tend to make a purchase decision faster. Hurry, 1 hour left. এই রাস্তা দিয়ে যখন ওই রোড দিয়ে যায় না লোকজন 100 টাকা চামড়া অনেকের 100 টাকা কথা বলে না, so within an hour, that means when you read this kind of urgency is created in your mind. শেষ হয়ে গেল কি? So we tend to make a purchase decision faster. Do you know why? Can we do? Psychology, the joy of gaining is lesser than the grief of losing something. Psychologically, the joy of gaining,
loser
হওয়া থেকে you get winner. The joy of gaining is lesser than the grief of losing something. কোনো কিছু হারানোর থেকে কোনো কিছু পাওয়ার আনন্দ বেশি. So this concept can be applied by giving time bound offer. 1 ঘন্টা, 2 ঘন্টা, 3 ঘন্টা. Recency effects. Ideas of products that are seen last are remembered more clearly than those which are seen first. This can relate with your product. Wardrobe. So advertisement are positioned in such a way that customers get a sight of exact what they want. So when Water was the sponsor of Bangladesh, few series, I think Bangladesh Zimbabwe series, Water was the sponsor. So example. Suppose food retailers push their ads in between the sports, movies or events so that customers take an instant purchase decision while it's taking break. So when I'm looking at a match, TV sports match, a cricket match between Bangladesh and Zimbabwe. So in between break, when I'm having a look at the advertisement of water freeze, water buy. So if I think deep in my mind that I'm looking forward to buy a fridge, then automatically I have something in my mind that I can look at the water fridge. So তখন আমার মাথায় জিনিসটা বসে যাবে water fridge. Number 3, Hicks law. When provided with a variety of options, the consumer often get confused and their purchase decision takes longer or they change their mind. যখন ভ্যারাইটি অফ অপশন থাকে তখন কাস্টমার গেট কনফিউজ এবং লাস্টলি যেটা হয় তার জিনিসটা কিনে না। So in such cases we must narrow down the multiple choices with respect to some inputs taken like the size or taste of clothing, food, retail brands. So size and taste যখন আলাদা ভেরিফাই করে দেয়া হবে তখন it gets easy for them to choose. Scarcity, it means placing higher value on items that are limited in supply. এখানে বলা হচ্ছে scarcity, but they are putting higher value on it. The psychology of consumers to buy limited edition things in the most hurried way can be utilized for gaining more profits in limited stock time. They are telling the limited stock, limited supply, but এটা বলে কাস্টমার মাইন্ডে খেলছে যে stock is limited, I need to buy. But then again, they are putting the price from 5 টাকা to 10 টাকা. এই জিনিসটা 5 টাকা দাম। বলতেছে hurry up, the stock is limited, scarcity শেষ হয়ে যাবে। বাট 5 টাকার জিনিস 10 টাকা বলতেছে, তখন আমরা কিনতেছি। কারণ আমাদের মধ্যে এই কাজ করতেছে যে scarcity থাকবে না, শেষ হয়ে যাবে। So often well-established brands use this trick to create scarcity of the product. এটা মার্কেটটাকে অচল করার জন্য এটা করে দেয়। And thereby hastening the buying process of customers. Law of reciprocity. In simpler terms, it can be defined as an action being rewarded with another action in return. This law triggers positive responses from another person. Nowadays, this principle is used almost everywhere. যেমন giving free trials. When আপনি যখন দেখবেন, suppose you go to Infinity. So when you go to Infinity, আপনি যখন শার্টটি দেখতেছেন, they will try to trial. And when you go with a shirt for trial, এখন already কিন্তু deep in your mind একটা জিনিস ওদের মধ্যে কাজ করে। Trial যখন দিবে শার্টটি দিবে, so giving a trial, they are giving you. In simpler terms, it can be defined as an action. The giving trial is an action. It being rewarded with another action in return. Another action in return, you buy the product. যেহেতু you give the trial, you buy the product. Trial দেওয়ার পরে ম্যাক্সিমামলি মানুষ কিনে, কিছু মানুষ তাকে কিনে না, মোস্টলি মানুষ কিনে রিটার্ন করে। So it can be identified as an action being rewarded with another action in return. যেমন nowadays this principle is almost everywhere, giving free trials. তারপরে ধরেন এটা
আমি সেদিন একটা আই ক্লাসের দোকানে গেছিলাম, হচ্ছে কারণ বাজারে সিএম ওনার অপোজিটে ঢাকা অপটিক্যাল টেকনোলজি। তো ওখানে যাওয়ার পরে প্রথমে যেটা করবো, আমার সাথে কথা বলে ওদের হচ্ছে একটা ফ্রি আই চেক আপ করে, মানে বেসিক্যালি ওরা পাওয়ারটা চেক করে। তো আমাকে বললো যে এটা ফ্রি, আপনি যান গিয়ে চেক করে আসেন, তারপর পাওয়ারটা এখন ঠিক আছে নাকি চেঞ্জ, কতদিন আগে চেক করেছে। ইট ডাজ নট ম্যাটার যে কতদিন আগে চেক করেছে, সে আপনাকে এটা ফ্রি, আপনাকে
তার উদ্দেশ্যটা হলো ফ্রি দিলে আপনি তার আমার থেকে অধিকার আসলো, আপনি ফিল করবেন আমাকে ফ্রি
বলতেছে যে আপনার বর্তমান চোখের চশমার পাওয়ারটা এটা কিন্তু চেঞ্জ। সো আপনার চেঞ্জ ডিসিশন আপনি এখন চেঞ্জ করেন অথবা নতুন ক্লাস দেখেন। এই
সো বেসিক্যালি আমাদের ক্লাস এইখানেই মোটামুটি শেষ আজকে। সো আমাদের টোটাল কনজিউমার বিহেভিয়ার কোর্সটায় there is nothing to মানে
রিলেটেড তো স্যার, সবই দেখলাম যে একটার সাথে একটা রিলেটেড বিষয়।
it's totally related and it's part of your life, so there is no need to memorize things, মুখস্থ করতে। just you need to understand এবং you go through this in your day-to-day life. So আপনার কত ডিসিশন মেকিং করেন, আপনি জিনিস কিনেন না, মানে আপনি প্রত্যেকটা জিনিসটা আপনার সাথে রিলেটেড। এই জিনিসটা আপনার সাথে হয় না, ফ্রি ট্রায়াল আপনি দেন না, আপনি স্কারসিটি বলে মানুষ বেচে না, আপনি যখন লস বলেন না যে চামড়া নিয়ে 100 টাকা, ইটস পার্ট অফ ইউর লাইফ। এটা আপনি দেখতেছেন সিচুয়েশনাল ফ্যাক্টর, পারচেজিং এর যে ডিসিশনগুলি, এই প্রত্যেকটা ইনফ্লুয়েন্স এইগুলি তো আপনার লাইফেও তো এই জিনিসগুলি ঘটে যারা পারচেজ করে। সো হোয়াট আই ট্রাই টু mean over here is এখানে মুখস্থ করার কিছু নাই, you understand the point, then একবার জিনিসটা পড়েন, you try to have a look at the sentence for 2 or 3 times, then understand the gist or summary of it, then you write it. That's it. Okay, that's all. Oh, puri hoyi
স্যার আমি মানে আমাদের অন্যান্য ক্লাসে আমি যেটা দেখছি আমাদের পোর্টালে হচ্ছে সবাই স্লাইডগুলো
না সেটা আমি পড়ছি, প্রথমটা তো পড়ছি হয়নি। ওকে, আমি একটু করে দিব, সমস্যা নেই।
স্যার আমরা তাহলে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে আর রোবটগুলো দিয়ে দিই।
একটু দিয়ে দাও, যাওয়াটা দিয়ে দাও। কদিন কাজ হচ্ছে একটা
আপনি পড়াশোনা করছেন, আমি সেটা জানতে পারি।
আমার বিবিএ ছিল এআইবিতে আর মাস্টার ছিল পড়াশোনা ইউনিভার্সিটি।
আপনি এটা বাদে আরো মনে হয় বেশ কয়েকটা জিনিসের সাথে এনগেজড ছিল। আমি আসলে সব কিছু মনে নেই, বাট আই পিক ওয়ান যেটা হচ্ছে মেন্টাল হেলথ নিয়ে কিছু বলছিলেন।
হ্যাঁ,
একটু জানতে চাচ্ছিলাম আর কি।
আমার বেসিক্যালি একটা প্রতিষ্ঠান আছে, আমরা মেন্টাল হেলথ নিয়ে বাংলাদেশে কাজ করি। আমাদের প্রতিষ্ঠানের নাম হচ্ছে ভরসা মেন্টাল হেলথ।
আচ্ছা,
সো আমরা মেন্টাল হেলথ দিয়ে বাংলাদেশে কোম্পানিগুলিকে সাপোর্ট দিই। স্কুলটা, হ্যাঁ, আমরা পার্ট অফ দ্য স্কুল, আমি ডিরেক্টর অফ দ্য স্কুল। উত্তর স্টেশনে নেমে হাতে বাম দিক দিয়ে চলে গেলে স্কুল।
এটা কোথায় স্যার?
নিকোলিয়াস।
আপনাদের প্রতিষ্ঠান থেকে কিছু রিসার্চ তো করা হয়, মেন্টাল হেলথের বিষয়ে রিসার্চ করা হয় আপনাদের প্রতিষ্ঠান থেকে?
রিসার্চ
রিসার্চ বলতে মানে আপনারা কি নিয়ে কাজ করবেন?